This video is sponsored by nothing.
Hello everyone, Lily here. After one day break, I'm back to number crunching mode. Today, I want to discuss the upcoming relics and ornaments in version 1.2. Are they good or bad? Should you replace your current gears with them? I've been thinking about it a lot, running some simulations and talking with some people, and here's my conclusion. Among the new sets, Longevous Disciple is the most underwhelming. I fail to see the value of this set except for being usable on a few characters who have the same gimmick. Even on them, it still might not be the best option. So I'm gonna skip it. The other sets are good, but don't expect any miracles. They're far from game-changing status. Let's start with the Messenger. It is a speed-centric set. The 2-piece bonus gives the wearer a speed buff, while the 4-piece bonus is a party-wide speed buff every time the wearer uses their ultimate. This set is going to be used by supports because right now we don't have a definitive relic set for them. Healers might also want it, but I'm still not sure which one is better between the Messenger set and Wandering Cloud, especially if the number on release is the same as the beta. Let me explain. Speed buff is good, but this set won't help much if you've reached a certain speed breakpoint. I did some simulations. If your character's speed is already above 134, it won't change their action order until at least cycle 6. This is a very marginal change. On the other hand, for healers, 4-piece Wandering Cloud gives 1 extra skill point at the start of the game. For those who love to fine-tune their rotation, this 1 extra SP is extremely helpful. In my case, losing this 1 SP could change my entire rotation in Wave 1, which will affect my rotation in Wave 2. I even consider giving my March 7th 4-piece Wandering Cloud because of it. March and Natasha never play in the same team, and I can feel the difference between starting the battle with 3 SP and 4 SP. So, yeah, in a case where your character's speed is already above 134, you won't feel much difference from the Messenger. However, the impact of the buff is more apparent when it comes to helping you to reach the 134 breakpoint. For example, under this set effect, a 128 speed character will have similar action order to a 134 speed character. You can save a few substat rolls for other stats. Now here comes the question. Let's say your support uses random pieces right now, but their speed is above 134. The same goes for your DPS. Is it worth replacing your current gears? The Messenger is definitely better than those random pieces. But is it worth the effort? That's something you need to answer before start farming it. The second set is an ornament called Rudolant Arena. The 2-piece bonus gives a crit rate. Then it will buff your character's basic attack and skill when you reach a certain crit rate value. This set will go head-to-head with Celsodo due to how similar they are. The deciding factor is whether the character will benefit more from basic and skill buff or ultimate and follow-up buff. To me, both sets are equally good, just serve different purposes. The next ornament is called Broken Keel, and it requires effect resistance stacking. The 2-piece effect gives effect resistance, and the 4-piece set gives crit damage buff to allies if the wearer reaches a certain effect res value. I was arguing with many people in Discord about the importance of this set. How practical is effect resistance stacking at this moment? And at what value does effect resistance start to make a meaningful difference compared to just resetting the battle to undo any terrible luck moment? The direct competition of this set seems to be Fleet of Ageless, since both are preferred by healer or shielder. While the crit damage buff from Broken Keel might be better than the attack buff from Fleet of Ageless, in my opinion, the stat requirement in the latter set is more in line with our stat investment priority at the current state of the game. Effect resistance is a useful stat to counter debuff, but I believe not many people have farmed it. Especially if you have multiple debuff cleanser, the need for effect resistance is even lower. In the future, things might change and I welcome that, but as of now, I'm not convinced with this set. Except for the Longevous Disciple, the new sets that will come in version 1.2 are good and have good value. However, in my opinion, none of them are way better than what we currently have. The best set among them is the Messenger, but even against this set, you can still argue about the urgency of replacing your gears immediately. If your characters who need these sets aren't built yet though, it's better to directly farm the best options.